welcome to day 21 of Vlogtober. I am just emptying the dishwasher. We start in a very glamorous way. Just done the school run, got Phoebe off to school. It's even more autumnal today than it was yesterday. It's just lovely. We are fully in the midst of autumn now. And the light this morning was incredible. The chickens are out in their run. Actually, that's not true. 2 of them are in the run. One of them, Cloud, is in the coop laying an egg. So we've had 2 eggs this morning. We're just waiting for number 3. I am going to clear the downstairs today. It's got rather messy. There's lots of stuff on the table in the living room and all about. So I'm going to spend a bit of time this morning getting that all sorted out and nice and clean and tidy. My car's got to go in for its MOT this afternoon, so what I'm intending to do is drive into town to drop my car off, go to the post office because I've got some orders to post, and then walk back. That's the plan anyway, unless it pours with rain, in which case I'll call Dan and get him to come and get me. But right now, emptying the dishwasher, and I'm going to put the kettle on, put some Vlogtobers on because I'm really behind on Vlogtobers, and watch those whilst I get on with all the chores. Somebody asked what a mince pie was. By the way, thank you if you've left any questions. I'm going to put them all together and maybe just sit down and do a bit of a Q&A over the weekend. But someone asked what a mince pie was, so I thought I would tell you, seeing as they're right here next to me. These are the Aldi's mince pies. All the supermarkets do them. This is what they look like. They're a sweet thing. They're quite traditional to have at Christmas. And they look like this. They've got a sweet short crust pastry, sugar on the top, and inside there's a sweet mincemeat filling. Now, quite why it's called mincemeat, I'm sure a lot of people will know, but it's not mincemeat. It is actually a combination of, let's see if it says on the back, candied mixed peel, raisins, sultanas, that kind of thing. I actually don't eat the inside because I don't like the texture of it. I love the taste of it, but I don't like the texture of it, so I always scoop it out and I only eat the pastry. There's always someone in the house that will eat the insides that I don't, so that's what a mince pie is.
I went out and tried to cut a pine tree down. Fell through the ground like Alice. Oh, what a sound. This must be in there.
Here it goes. Go, go, go. Come on, hey, hey.
Dear Queen of Hearts, I'ma grow you white roses so you can learn to be kind. Tell King of Hearts to arm all his forces.
I've been doing my Advents and I was putting some little chocolates in with some of them, and I'm a little bit obsessed with these. I keep eating them. Would you like to try one, Dan? Dan's just here.
No, thank you. I'm watching my weight.
Does that mean yes?
Yeah.
And they're from Aldi's, and I think I'm going to go and have to get more because I'm a little bit addicted to them. Milk chocolate filled Christmas puddings. I'm just going to bite one in half so I can show you what they look like inside. Look, it's got like creamy white chocolate stuff inside. I've now got my mouth full of chocolate. And it's so nice. These are really nice. I'm going to buy some more today. This is the last one. Mmm, so good. What do you think?
Yummy. They're very nice. More.
More. I've cooked some pumpkin today. Cooked this earlier, so it's all nice and cool. I'm going to try the chickens on cooked pumpkin. I've got a feeling they might be a little bit precious and like to have food prepared for them. Girls, what have I got?
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. got? Oh, Peggy is unimpressed. Hey Hey's unsure. Cloud also slightly unimpressed. Oh no, Peggy's gone in. Cloud's coming back. Not interested, Hey Hey. An underwhelming response to cooked pumpkin. It's about 12:30 and I'm just going to wolf down a bacon sandwich because I've still got leftover bacon. That was a silly idea, wasn't it? Taking a bite of my sandwich when I was talking to you. And then I'm going to take my car for its MOT. I think it's going to be an expensive afternoon because my car definitely needs at least 2 new tyres, and I've already booked it in to have both the number plates replaced because that was advisory last time. I hate spending money on a car. It's so boring. So I'm going to do that, and whilst I'm in town I'm going to go to the post office and do a couple of other little errands, and then I was going to walk back, but I am feeling worn out with my I can barely move my 2 arms. I can't move it above about this high before I make weird noises. Today my COVID arm is hurting more than my flu arm, and it's a bit bruised. So I think Dan's going to come and get me when I'm finished. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Am I going to eat my bacon sandwich?
I got rocks and sticks against my chest. I'm Alice, dear queen of hearts. I'ma grow you white roses so you can learn to be kind. Tell King of Hearts to arm all his forces so you can learn to be kind.
Just back from the shops, getting my boots and socks off. They didn't have, it was market day today, and so I stopped by the fruit and veg stall that I stopped at last week, but they didn't have any corn on the cob. I was going to get some for the chickens after their disappointing meeting with the cooked pumpkin, but unfortunately they didn't have any. However, my car has been dropped off for its MOT, and I also managed to pick up a box to put my mosaic stuff in so I can get that stored in my mum's garage over the weekend, hopefully. She's going to come with us actually tonight for pizza. We're taking Phoebe out for pizza to celebrate the getting of the 11 plus results, no matter what they are. Should get the email soon actually. Okay, so Dan's going to help me. So one of the questions, a couple of people asked this actually, was about how the English because I mentioned about looking at sixth form with Lilia and the 11 plus, and a couple of people asked about how the education system works, because it's different how it works in other parts of the world. So basically they go to primary school when on the nearest September after they turn 4, and they stay in primary school for reception, year 1 through to 6. Phoebe's now in year 6, she's 11, so they're 11 when they're in their final year of primary school, 10 and 11.
Yeah.
And then they start secondary school in
Year 7.
Year 7. So, and then secondary school is years 7 through to 11. And our eldest daughter Lilia is currently in year 11. So they're there from age 11 to age 16.
Yes.
And then after that, they have to stay in education until they're 18. So they can choose to do a qualification such as a BTEC.
A BTEC or A-levels.
Or a vocational qualification or something. Lilia is looking at 2 options. One, staying at her school to do A-levels, and she would like to do drama, history and English. And the other option is to go to the local college and just do one subject, which would be a bit like going to drama school.
Yeah.
So and that would be to study performing arts.
Yeah. College here is either higher or further education. If you go on to university, which is a 3-year degree course, that's the other one, either
Okay,
higher or
well,
further
things just
education.
got confusing there. It doesn't really...
I'm just trying to translate it to
So after you're
American
18,
terms.
you would go to university if you wanted to, or go into work. So I think in America, that's college, but here it's university. So Dan and I both went to university. One of us did better than the other.
It wasn't me.
Dan didn't complete his. I've got a degree in business studies. But you're studying again now, aren't you?
I am. I was an idiot at between 18 and current.
45.
I wasn't mature enough to do the work at university, so I was politely asked to not complete my course.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met Ali otherwise, so you know,
we met
swings and roundabouts.
We met at university, so yeah, that's it. And that is the British educational system in a nutshell, probably completely leaving out many things.
Yeah, not confusing at all.
Oh, I suppose also what we should say about the 11 plus is...
So no, don't. That's going to be really confusing.
So Lilia is currently doing her GCSEs, which is like the exams you do at the end of secondary school before you go on to do A-levels and so on. And she needs to get certain grades in those exams in order to go on and study what she wants to study. If she doesn't, she'd have to retake them. The 11 plus is not something that is uniform all over the country. And in fact, I don't think they have it in Scotland at all.
They don't know. So you have it in parts of Yorkshire, Kent, some parts of London, and some other random parts of the UK.
Yeah.
I grew up in Norfolk,
You don't.
which is on the east coast of the UK, and that wasn't something that existed. So the whole 11 plus system baffles
And what
me.
it is when they, in their first week back in year 6, so that most of them are still only 10 years old, they do a test to assess their English and maths and reasoning skills. And they do this test, and that determines whether or not they're qualified to apply for a grammar school, which is quite... I mean...
They're selective schools.
They're
They like to take the...
And we've got to be careful because, obviously, you know, everybody has a different opinion, and what works for some people doesn't work for others.
Yeah.
And many people have been to grammar school and loved it.
Yeah.
We've got some excellent schools in our area, grammar and otherwise. We're very, very lucky. So... Yeah, so, but basically...
They're selective. They take
they take
if you
the cream
pass the
of the
11 plus, you can apply to grammar schools. If not, you go to just a normal state school.
State school, like Lilia. Lilia didn't pass the 11 plus, but we'll be going to look at the local grammar school tonight because, well, Phoebe doesn't know yet, but she has passed. So it's a big week.
It is
So we're going, and most of all, we're going for pizza tonight. So there we go. 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes of talking about the British educational system.
If you understood all of that and you know what's going on, well done.
Well done.
If not, you're with me. I still find it confusing.
I'm on the floor again. You can see the Hoover because I've got to run the Hoover around, but I haven't got around to actually clearing the floor in the living room yet. Mask drying on the radiator. There's always masks drying on the radiator. I've spent all day getting my shoes on and off, haven't I? I've just put them back on again because I'm about to go and pick up Phoebe from school. She's got a friend coming round just for an hour after school because his mum is taking his older brother somewhere. So he's going to come over and I'm sure they will very much enjoy letting the chickens back out and giving them some seed. Oh, it's a bit dark.
I passed my 11 plus.
Phoebe and I are on our way to look at our nearest girls' grammar school. And that's the final school we'll be looking at, and then she has to make her choices and put them down, and we've got to get our application in by the end of next week. She's very proud of herself. And we'll say well done to everybody that's been, if you live in an 11 plus area, well done to all of you. You all did brilliantly, irrespective of scores or whatever. Lilia didn't pass, and she's
Her boyfriend didn't pass.
and
We saw them,
they are doing really
and I
well.
said to them, I passed my 11 plus, and they said well done to me.
Yeah, it's a really nice light behind us. Oh, it's just gone behind her house.
Yeah.
Oh, vlogging in the dark. We have been to the open evening, and it was very informative. We are now at Pizza Hut because we're going for a celebratory pizza meal. I have no idea if I'm in focus because it's dark and I can't see anything. But very quickly, because it's the Halloween disco at school tomorrow, albeit because Phoebe's class is now in its own bubble, they're having it just their class. So we're just going to pop into Asda Living to see if they might have a little costume. Nothing like being prepared and shopping for a costume the night before. Looking forward to pizza.
Enjoy that.
Well, it all went a bit wrong. We couldn't find a Halloween costume. We went to Pizza Hut. 45 minutes later, we were still waiting for our food. And there was water flooding out of the toilet just next to where we were sitting. And then I went to the manager to find out where our food was, and she told me at that point, I am very busy dealing with the water issue, not the kitchen. Phoebe by this point was absolutely starving hungry and very upset because this was her special night. So after waiting another 10 minutes, we decided to leave. We are now at home in our very own restaurant, complete with old lady, old Scottish lady, and a candle.
It's a very nicely.
And we have table snacks whilst we wait for our order from Papa John's. And Phoebe is very much cheered up now, but it was awful service. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do now. It probably wasn't my finest hour in Pizza Hut when she said that to me, I have to say. I didn't shout, but I was a bit like, right. It was annoying. So we're here. I'm going to put my I don't get to wear my pyjamas in a restaurant, so
No, that's true.
yeah, it's very good.
You have to loan me a pair of pyjamas.
I was going to say you still need to go home, no, but never mind.
You can loan me a pair of pyjamas.
Yes, and Phoebe can eat her dinner in her pyjamas.
Yeah.
With a cat. Where is she? There she is. Oh, she's behind your head. You need to duck. There she is. Oh. So we'll say goodnight for now because it's been a good day, but it's all got a bit wrong this evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
The play that goes wrong.
And the horizon silver light